thank you all for being here. Today is the dedication of the History Walk, and with that, the unveiling of what these signs and presentation and history will be built. You weren't supposed to pull that off before we got over there, but if I could ask the members of the City Council to join me over here so we can have the proper unveiling. But the History Walk today will allow people to come into this corner of our city, be introduced to the history of Anaheim by looking at the walk, as well as the Carnegie Museum and soon the Museo as it opens up behind us with the cultural and historic components of our city. And we are so very thankful for all of those who've contributed so much to that. I know our city historian, Jay Newell, and Anaheim history author and leader, Steve Fessel, worked very hard to make sure the words and thoughts and direction and presentation of Anaheim was correct in what we see in the History Walk, and I am so very glad that they stepped up and worked so hard on our behalf. The one interesting thing about it is we may not have to change the history, but we can change the future and add to it along the way. So there's probably a few other historic elements that will be added or modified in the dark of night when people aren't paying attention. All of a sudden, sometime in the probably within the year, you'll see the final monument back here pay proper tribute to the Stanley Cup champions, Anaheim Ducks.
Anaheim is the county's oldest city, predating actually the formation of the County of Orange by 12 years. Inasmuch as this is Anaheim's sesquicentennial year, or our 150th birthday, we are now giving evidence to the wonderful history that the community has, not only for ourselves today, but for those that come after.
Well, this is a real tribute to the people who have gone before us. It's important to appreciate our history and our heritage, and this is one way we do that. By honoring the people who have been dedicated to this community for so many years and so many years before we came, and laid the foundation basically for the wonderful community that we have today.
Downtown Anaheim is going to be fully re-engaged and really exciting, with a lot of commercial restaurant shops as well as a lot of residential units and some very special places. City Hall's down here, but also the old Carnegie Library built in the early 1900s, and the new Museo, which is going to be Anaheim's Cultural and History Museum, will be opening up here in October. So right along this walk, the Anaheim History Walk, you will have an opportunity to see much of the old past of Anaheim, buildings built in early 1900s, and some of the brand new history and future of Anaheim in the development of the new apartments and residential developments downtown. And really what the dedication was is of this history walk right here at the corner of Broadway and Anaheim Boulevard, really an opportunity to reflect on all the great things that have happened in Anaheim's past. A lot of people look at Anaheim today and think we're moving in a good direction. Well, most of that is because we had a good foundation, and we want to celebrate that, and that's what the dedication of the History Walk is all about.